everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin, you may recall that in 2014, the Spurs played maybe the three most perfect games in finals history. With passing and three-point shooting, they vanquished the Heat and inspired a new wave. Brett Brown, who was then a Spurs assistant, said Greg Popovich had a name for it. Summertime. As in, the game's flowing, good shot to great one, and there it is. It's summertime. Kevin?
That's a terrific story. David, thank you. So a moment now to see the story for Anthony Edwards.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards is out there with Towns. Then it's Ricky Rubio. Then there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, we've got Trey Lyles. He's out there with DeRozan. Jakob Poeltl up there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard. Well, and this must be a time of year when teams are still working on their chemistry, Clark. Everybody getting comfortable with their roles.
Well, you know, Kevin, you would hope that being comfortable and having good chemistry would be a given by now, even though it's still early. There's not a ton of time for the feeling out process in the NBA because the games come so rapidly.
Kicks it out to Rubio. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's DeRozan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
DeRozan always drawing fouls because he's very aggressive in taking it to the hoop.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go, is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
No good on that one. Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
And he sinks the second.
How about this, fellas? I mean, DeRozan's aerial skills, his bounce, obvious from a very young age. His first dunk came when he was in the 6th grade, and he won the dunk contest at the high school All-American game. Major bounce.
Now, here is Russell. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And it's Murray penetrating. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
It's stolen. Okogie, the pass to Towns, drills it from outside.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
And DeRozan kicks to Walker. Here's Lyles. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. And here's Rubio. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Russell against Walker. Clock at 6. Yes, that goes in.
You know, I love seeing players use the middle of the court. It just opens up your options, and for a guy like Russell, it gives him a lot of freedom offensively.
Now, here's DeRozan. He had 34 points in the win against the Lakers. Passes it to Poeltl. Left block shot on the way, and Lyles finishes inside.
And when Poeltl sees a guy on his team open, He finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To the paint, here's Edwards. That's tipped. Goes back up. A beautiful reverse layup. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Walker. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. He kicks to Pirtle. Back to Walker. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Outside, Towns. Fires the three. The shot off that time. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's Walker. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shot clock at 6. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Murray, you give him that type of opportunity, you're asking for trouble. He is a strong finisher.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Now, here is Russell. 29 points for him last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Now Edwards. He's coming off a 16-point game against Atlanta.
Wonderful anticipation that time from Pirtle, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
And once he had to change his shot in the face of the D, you just had a feeling that one wasn't going to fall.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Spurs have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Walker dishes to DeRozan. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, you can't be overly aggressive with DeRozan. I mean, the second he senses and feels that you are, he'll take advantage of it.
The Spurs have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Both free throws good from DeRozan. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Okogie. Now Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 5 points so far.
You know, for a guy with Towns' size, I mean, to have this level of body control, I'll tell you what, it's no wonder the contact didn't bother the shot.
Now, here's Lyons. Walker in the post. He's guarded by Russell. Walker's shot is off. Okogie for 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Spurs shooting it from their comfort zone so far. And this 57% from the field.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Spurs trail by 3. Murray, the pass to Walker. Kicks it to Pirtle. His first shot coming late. Minnesota with the rebound. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Walker with it. Pass to Pirtle. And here is Lyles. He's guarded by Russell. Will it go? And Lyles with the lay-in. Lyles got his third basket of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Okogie. Outside, Russell. Outside, Towns. That 3 off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Walker. No good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. A baseline J. No good off the back of the rim. Spurs trail by 4. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the dunk by Lyles.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And Jakob Pirtle, he's carved himself a good chunk of rotation minutes with how he's played.
Yeah, I love his game. I like his agility. I like his hands, his touch. I mean, he's a big, mobile guy. I think he's gotten to a good spot where he's dangerous in pick and roll action now too, Greg. A solid defender. A guy like that is always going to find minutes.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Here's Vassell. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Gay passes to Jang. Gay trying to break free. And Jang gets it to go. Jang's got the game tied up here for San Antonio. And here's Russell. With a floater and the rejection by Jang.
And this is something you'd like to see more of from Jang, given his size and wingspan.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Here's McLaughlin. Outside, Towns. And there's the pass to Russell. Can they get it? Again, Russell missing.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Now, here is Russell. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. And the Timberwolves call time here. And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself, accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Minnesota. Culver comes in for Russell. Now Culver. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Spurs.
Now here's White. Down low. Here's Jang. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
The free throw off from Jang. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him when we used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
And Beasley, here we go. Here's McLaughlin. That shot misses. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Mills with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Lakers. Just 5 on the clock. Kept alive.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Culver's shot is off. San Antonio leading. He in the corner. A 3-ball. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Davis with the ball for Minnesota. Pass to Culver. Dishes it to Beasley. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Mills passes to Gay. And that one is off. Great D that time from Davis. Minnesota shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Beasley left side. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's White. Here's Gay. Pass to Mills. Can they get it? Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Hernangomez in the corner. Nailed from three-point land. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Here's Mills trying to get open as Jang. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, you know, the Australian Mills continues to prove his value. I mean, he's extremely good in the locker room. He hustles all the time. And he's a guy who earns and demands respect because of his attitude and consistency.
And both free throws good for Mills.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And here's Culver. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. They get the rebound. Davis. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Pass to Chang. Here's the sound. And the pass to Mills. Goes up to the stripe. His 4th shot, his 4th miss. Still looking for his touch tonight. Passes it to McLaughlin. It's Beasley on the wing. Will return shortly. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason work he put in.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, you know, going into the summer. A lot of guys that have made that jump paved the way for us, a lot of older guys. And, you know, the answer that they were giving me was figuring out that routine that your body needs, that your mind needs to prepare for each game. And once I started getting in that consistent routine of napping, eating my pregame meal, things of that sort, it kind of started to come for me.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. We've got Culver. Davis is out there with Beasley. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's White. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Mills kicks to Gay. Here's White. Offensive rebound, Spurs. And finished off by Jang.
And, you know, we all know about Jang's high motor. Defensively, you can't just let him float around the glass. You've got to get a body on it.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Hernan Gomez for the 3. And it's White with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Gay. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Ed Davis.
You got to stay physical and stay aggressive if you're Rudy Gay. Force the defense to make some mistakes.
The Spurs have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
That's good from Rudy Gay. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
And both free throws good for Gay.
Well, Rudy Gay is a multi-talented and gifted athlete. I mean, he's an excellent shooter, a versatile defender, and continues to play at a high level.
Now, here's Rubio. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
For San Antonio, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. Minnesota also with the sub. Towns is checked in. That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
And just over 80% from the line right now. A big improvement over what they shot in that first quarter.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Edwards. Now the dish to Rubio. Floats one. Yep, that one goes. Rubio's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, right over the top. Rubio surveying the situation, just takes what the defense allows.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's Walker penetrating, and Culver pulls it down.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage. And coming into the 2019 draft, Jarrett Culver seen as a prospect with a high floor, but perhaps a limited upside. Clark, do you see that?
Yeah, you know what, Greg? I think it's one way to look at it. I kind of look at it this way. You have to keep raising your basement so that your low is higher as you go through. And I do think he's got a pretty good upside. Most of it is going to depend on how he develops as a perimeter shooter.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Okogie, the pass to Rubio. Lets it fly from 18. Okogie misses. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. The pass to Lyles. And here is Pirtle. Now, here's Lyles. 8 points for him. Here's DeRozan. Here's Pirtle. Lays it up and banks it in. Pirtle's got his first points in this one.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
Now here's Towns. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Atlanta.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Shot's good by Walker.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Pirtle. 4th in blocks. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. Now here's Walker. He kicks it to DeRozan. Here's Lyles. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
The Timberwolves shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Rubio outside. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Edwards kicks to Culver. Passes it to Edwards from downtown. They grab their own miss. Hurdle with the steal. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Spurs working the ball around now. Murray, no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Kicks it out to Rubio. Trains it from beyond the arc. Rubio's got 5 now.
On the finishing end of the catch and shoot, Rubio trying to become a better all-around scorer.
And it's DeRozan missing.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Okogie missing. Spurs leading by 5. Now Murray. He had 25 points in the win against the Lakers.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
And it's DeRozan missing.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too. Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Here's Murray after the made shot from Ricky Rubio. Here's Walker. Minnesota with the rebound. Edwards got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
The Spurs making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 3. Kicks it to Rubio. Ring shot on the way. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got 6 rebounds now in the game. Walker with a clean look. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Rubio. 7 points in the game. Pass to Russell. Outside, Towns. Rebound by Zhang. Zhang's got 5 rebounds tonight. Murray against Rubio. Murray, good. Now it's a 7-point Spurs lead.
Murray showing you real poise that time, guys, converting on aggressive defense. The concentration, outstanding.
Russell with it. Over Zhang. And that one goes long. Russell against Walker. Nice D from Russell. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Rubio. Rebound by Zhang. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And here is Murray. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game, and stolen by Russell. And finished off by Edwards.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Here's DeRozan. He's got 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lyles. White comes in for Lonnie Walker. And it's Mills in for Murray. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Towns. Davis comes in for Edwards. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Culver. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Now, here is Russell. Beasley kicks to Russell. Back to Beasley. Inside. And stolen by White. And the Spurs pushing it up now. He's got the ball. DeRozan surveying the D. And the dunk by DeRozan.
That is punched with conviction. DeRozan, after being in the league for 10 years, still big-time bounce.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Hernan-Gomez. Outside, Russell. 6 on the shot clock. And that one drops.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
Now here's White. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 1:58 left to play here in the half. The pass to Mills. Here's Jang. And he can't bank that one in. Timberwolves trail by 7. To the inside, Davis. Gay with the defensive effort. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's White, and White slams it in.
Aggressive move that time by White. Part of the reason he continues to gain the confidence of the coaching staff.
.127 left in the first half of basketball. Russell against Gay. To the middle. Here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now Mills. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Passes to Jang. Clock at 6. Over Hernan-Gomez. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Strong move in the painted area. I mean, Jang draws a lot more fouls when being aggressive.
The Spurs have been getting it done at the line. 10 for 12. The first one falls.
Well, you know what's so impressive about Jang? Improvement in almost every category across the board, but especially hitting free throws.
Both good from the line that time.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
Russell with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Hernan-Gomez. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And it's Davis missing. Spurs leading by 9. Here's Vassell, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one drops.
And they've done a better job at the line this quarter. They've got that free throw percentage up to almost 90%.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 29 seconds left in the first half of the game. And here's Russell. He's got 6. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Russell. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, I like the way Russell used his body there, finishing through contact, and he'll go to the line for a three-point play opportunity.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good, Russell.
You know, D'Angelo Russell, to his credit, made the most of the move to Brooklyn. You know, he was dumped by the Lakers in 2017 in a trade to create cap space and ended up being selected to his first All-Star game in 19.
The pass to Vassell. Here's the 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's San Antonio holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Ricky. Bench has always been an issue here. When they produce like they did in the first half, how does that help you?
It's amazing. That means like we have a deep bench, and then a lot of work from the staff, from the everybody of the team, like doing extra work and winning games.
Trying to change the culture around here. Thanks, Ricky. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They were firmly in control in the second quarter, and their lead stands at 8 here at halftime. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
They came out with the right mindset. That's what I'm talking about right there. I mean, that's the hard driving offensive approach I like to see. If they keep it up, unstoppable.
And Kenny, how about you? What'd you see from the Timberwolves?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see it. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And Walker's got the ball here for San Antonio. They've led by as many as 11 points. DeRozan out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's Pirtle. Then there's Murray. And it's Walker in at the 2-guard spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Walker. Shot clock at 5. Here's Murray, and it's sent back by Russell.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell was able to block a shot, that's a big bonus.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Walker. Passes it to Lyles. Back to Walker. Pass to Lyles. And the rejection by Towns.
Great timing on the block there. Towns helps affect winning in a lot of different ways.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Now here's DeRozan. Inside, it's stolen by Edwards. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, that's a great job by Okogie to get out in front and finish off the break.
San Antonio leading. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
The Timberwolves shooting around 40% from the floor here. Rubio outside. Towns, the pass to Russell. Off target from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Shot's good by Walker.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. 6-point game. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Towns. Rebounded by the Spurs. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Outside, Walker. And the dunk by Walker.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Here is Rubio. He's got 7. To the left side wing. Towns down low. Hurdles there. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll take.
Oh, what a play!
Woo! Well, I tell you what, DeRozan really packs a punch now. He's an explosive athlete with really good strength. I mean, he's got great size for a backcourt dominant scorer.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. After the basket by San Antonio. Pass to Edwards. Six to shoot. Deep 2 from Russell. Another miss by Minnesota. Here's San Antonio. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. There's the pass to DeRozan. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Culver's checked in for the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
You take a look at Towns. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Timberwolves trail by 15. So looking it over. At the top of the key, Towns. Another miss by Minnesota.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Walker. Here's Pirtle. And the layup is good. Pirtle's got his second basket of the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Minnesota calls timeout. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. Towns wide open. They can't stop the run with that one. San Antonio leading by 17. With some arc, and DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Walker. DeRozan's got 9 points here in the second half. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Russell against Murray.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
That free throw good from Walker. Ray, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
And so he hits both. Now, here is Russell. 11 points in the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Towns to stop the run. Another miss by Minnesota.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And he makes the first. And the Spurs with some changes. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jakob Poeltl. And Derek White subbed in for DeJounte Murray. And he can't hit the second.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And some much needed offense right there. He ends that fantastic run by the Spurs.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That one is off. Mills, he's checked in for Lonnie Walker. Ed Davis is checked in for the Timberwolves. He hits the second from the line. So it's the Spurs now. 22 is their biggest lead. Now Mills. To the inside. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Russell with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Shoots the 3. And that one's good. Russell's got 14 points for the game.
He can knock it down from range, convert at the rack, and there you see the pull-up by D'Angelo. Multifaceted as a scorer.
Now here's Mills. Over Davis. Shots good by Mills. Mills has got his second basket of the night.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
Beasley against White, and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for D'Angelo Russell. 11th in assists, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man, completely unselfish basketball player. Now here's Mills. He's got 6. Here's Gay, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly from outside off the mark. White drives in, and White slams it in.
Tell you what, a move like that, hard to the bucket, always going to get your teammates excited and up off the bench.
Here's Beasley. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. On Gomez down low. He's covered by Gay, and the shot goes in.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And it's Mills with the ball for the Spurs. It's an 18-point lead. Pass to Vassell. Davis against Jang. 5 to shoot. Here's Gay. That shot missing, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Edwards. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Spurs leading by 18. Here's Vassell. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Edwards. San Antonio with the rebound. Jang's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Vassell, the pass to White. Sinks the three-pointer. White's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Hernan Gomez finds Russell. From the arc, hits the three-point bomb. Russell's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Minnesota.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
Mills with it. He has 6. Makes it off the glass. Mills has got 8 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Timberwolves trail by 20. Russell with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Russell inside. He's against Gay. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And let's go now to the rookie watch. For the past month, these have been the most productive NBA rookie scores. Anthony Edwards on top.
And those numbers have started to set him apart offensively from most of the other rookies in the league.
Yep, and this past month, guys, he's been really unstoppable, scoring at will, gaining more and more confidence as he does so. It will be hard to get him out of that zone at this point, playing with a lot of confidence.
And that one falls for Davis. And the Spurs making a change here. Lyles checked in. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Ricky Rubio checked in for Edwards. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. And both free throws good for Davis.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And White with the stuff.
Now that's big-time hops right there. White bouncing off the floor like a pogo stick and just throwing it down.
Here is Rubio. He's got 7. There's 1:17 left to play in the third.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And here's Rubio. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Beasley with a clean look. Off target from three-point range.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Spurs working the ball around now. White, good.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Rubio outside. Pass to Beasley. Now the pass to McLaughlin. Clock at 4. Beyond the arc. And it's White with the rebound. Shoots from 14, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for San Antonio. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Davis is out there with Ricky Rubio. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1 spot. Rubio misses.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Mills with it. Towns on him. Here's Lyles. Here's Jang. Towns with the defensive effort. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Timberwolves. Passes to Okogie. Three-pointer on the way. It's hauled in by Lyles. Spurs shooting well, 50% from the floor. Now here's Murray. T right on him. Towns with the steal. Here's Okogie. Throws down the breakaway jam.
The steal, then right into the fast break. Towns with excellent awareness for his age. Very mature player, despite being a young buck.
Now here's DeRozan. Right wing for 3. Murray once again off the mark by San Antonio.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively. And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch, with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. Pirtle, he is checked in for the Spurs. Walker comes in for Patty Mills. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Outside, Russell. Off target with his 3.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Minnesota's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Rubio finds Russell. Walker against Rubio. Over Walker. Russell with a wide open look. Good on the 3-point shot. Russell's got 20 points.
Guys, absolutely feeling it. When Russell heats up, showtime.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And they double up DeRozan. Murray for three. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 4 assists in the game.
How impressive was that shot from Murray? I mean, you make one on us, I'll come right back at you is what he's saying.
The Timberwolves have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Murray against Russell.
Rubio.
Count it. Good.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Here's Walker. After D'Angelo Russell's bucket, Pirtle. And it's Russell with the rebound. Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career, maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that, but I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward.
Now Walker, after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. Now here's Walker. Pass to Wiles. Clock at 6. Timberwolves trail by 20. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half. And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in.
Well, you know, Okogie has quickly proven himself to be a dynamic player. He flies around the floor looking for ways to help out his team at both ends, which is quite impressive for a young guy like him.
Now, here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
Hey, haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Here's Rubio after the basket by San Antonio. Over to the left wing. Okogie misses. Spurs leading by 19 points. Murray surveying the D. To the paint. Rebound Minnesota. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. Here's Russell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
The size, the change of pace, the shiftiness of Russell. A hard guy to defend without fouling.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. Now DeRozan. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Wiles. Rebound by Okogie. outside Russell. The pass to Towns. He kicks to Edwards. And the three off target.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Lyles passes to Murray. Pirtle with the ball. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Towns.
Boy, Pirtle is a massive guy. Somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. On defense, the Spurs. Here's Edwards. And that one drops for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. Here's Lyles. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Pirtle. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Rubio, the pass to Russell. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Russell's got 26.
Boy, Russell loves to take and make these quick trigger shots. He plays with a nice rhythm and flow to his game.
Now here's Murray.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Here's DeRozan. Down low. Here's Walker. That one good for two. And the Spurs lead by 17.
And, you know, that's a veteran play. DeRozan stays open to all possibilities. That's seeing the game in front of you. Excellent find.
Now, here is Russell. Here's Towns. Up top, Edwards. Second chance shot. That shot off the mark. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Murray with it. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
Well, you throw it his way, and DeRozan's going to capitalize. When he takes off, he's looking to throw it down with no hesitation.
Timberwolves trail by 19. Passes it to Okogie. Here's Towns. Another miss by Minnesota.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Walker the pass to Lyles. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards got rebound number 8 now on the night. Russell from long range. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds.
Good luck trying to keep Cat off the glass. Karl Anthony Towns loves mixing it up down low and getting after those second chances.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills too.
Spurs leading by 17. And here's Walker. To the middle. It's deflected and stolen by Russell. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Rubio for three, Okogie. Rebound by Murray. San Antonio's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. From 18 feet away. That one, no good. Timberwolves trail by 17. Kicks it to Edwards. Misses the three.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
The 9-foot shot. And it's DeRozan missing. Minnesota shooting just 34% from the floor. Okogie for three. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Outside, Walker puts up a three. Rebound, Minnesota. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Rubio. Another miss by Minnesota.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now, here's DeRozan. Towns with the steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's foul number 2 for him. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Timberwolves trail by 17.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Spurs.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And the loss earlier in the year must have stung a bit, because tonight they came out and made all the necessary adjustments, moving them to a record of 1 apiece here in this 4-game season series against the Timberwolves.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for DeMar DeRozan.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
The shot by Layman, no good. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Reynolds. 5 on the clock. 8 feet away. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now here's Beasley. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, we know this team has offensive options, but it looks like there's great confidence defensively now.
Yeah, we have to be That's what we got to do. We play defense. We know we can score the basketball whenever we want. We just got to get stopped.
Very impressive, DeMar. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.